A vocal protest outside the Red House on Friday afternoon as the People's Democracy kept good on its promise to protest against the property tax legislation. Many here felt the legislation was being brought like a thief in the night and without public consultation. They want the government to hold its hands. The protesters were joined by former NAR Minister Lincoln Myers sitting in a wheelchair, he too chanting "No more taxes," and members of the Congress of the People who have been leading the tax campaign. But what started off as a peaceful protest soon turned nasty as heavily armed police from the Guard and Emergency Branch and the riot squad moved in.
Bring a draconian law into effect and at the same time beat the citizens into submission when they speak out. That is what it is about.
There was a police officer banging on the glass and telling the driver, move on, and even though there were citizens in front of the vehicle.
Protesters engaged in a head-to-head battle with the irate and forceful riot squad officers. Fighting President David Abdullah, the man who has been at the helm of the People's Democracy, sought to stave off the officers, insisting they had a right to be here. After all, it's the pavement and public property.
Can we stop to talk to you?
Could we move on, please? Could we move on, please? Could we move on?
We are moving, we are moving.
Could we move on?
We are breaking no law. We are not moving from this pavement.
Talk to your people right now, please.
To say what? No. You have to talk to your people. That is state violence against the citizens. That's state violence against the citizens.
But in the wink of an eye, Abdullah was taken away by the police. Abdullah, seen as the leader of this protest, was charged with obstruction, although the group had permission for the protest. His arrest did little to dampen the protests, and with the voice of protesters being heard within the parliament walls, threatening at times to drown out the finance minister as she presented the property tax legislation. Some opposition MPs left the chamber to get a first-hand look at what was happening, joining the protesters.
The government believes that the people of Trinidad and Tobago support them, and I think this evening you have seen a demonstration of the lack of support.
And although politicians often remember and repeat that the voice of the people is the voice of God, these voices raised against the property tax did little or nothing to sway the government's agenda, as Education Minister Esther Lajard openly dismissed the protesters as a mere handful of people whose numbers had to be boosted by opposition MPs. For CNC3, I am Kamal Georges.